So Jake the Snake is back. So we've been watching about 3 weeks of Raws, and I think at SummerSlam, Jerry the King Lawler had a match with Jake the Snake. So I guess he's back. We don't really know what's going on in this feud. We kind of jumped in the middle of it, and he just kind of chased him around the announce table. So Jake, literally King is running away from Jake the Snake Roberts as soon as the show starts. This is the instant the show starts, and Jake is coming out for a match, but he runs after King, and King runs away. So, but he does re-enter the commentary booth. So they jaw jack at each other during Jake the Snake's matchup. So Jake the Snake is having a matchup, and he's facing, I'll tell you who he's facing in a second. But throughout the match, he is jaw-jacking with King, and King's a little afraid of him. So this feud, we're kind of jumping in the middle of this one. But who Jake the Snake was facing was interesting. So this is the second storyline that I'm going to go to. By the way, the whole Jake the Snake and King Lawler thing, it looks like Vlad gave it a half thumbs up on our rating system. I gave it a 0, nothing. But the match that Jake the Snake was going to have was against a guy called the Sultan, Robert. So okay. The Sultan is here, and he is the new guy of Bob Backlund's stable. So Bob Backlund, former WWF champion, has got the Iron Sheik to be the trade. Here's Bob Backlund. He's joining commentary for this one. And here's the Sultan, and that's the Iron Sheik taking off the Sultan's hat, I guess. Do you know who this is, Robert? The Sultan?
Nope. I don't remember. No.
It's Rikishi.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so he has a match with Jake the Snake here, which he ends up winning. They make him look really good. I think he looks menacing. Oh, and they also told a story. The reason he has a mask, the announcers, the commentators told a story that he was in a war, and he got captured, and he had his tongue cut out. He doesn't have a tongue. He can't speak. I guess that's his backstory. That's his backstory.
He was a prisoner of war.
He was a prisoner of war. He had his tongue cut out, so that's why he's such a badass. And he made Jake the Snake tap out to the camel clutch, so he wins the match. And here's the Iron Sheik with, I don't know why the Iron Sheik has the Iranian flag, but okay, he just always has that.
Yeah.
But there you go. There's our second storyline for the day. And what did we give this? I gave it a half thumbs up. Vlad on this one didn't give it anything. Vlad gave it an indifferent. But I thought Bob Backlund on commentary was kind of funny because he was trying to tell JR, like, don't piss me off. I'm trying to be a gentleman today. I don't want to, I don't want to go crazy on you. So I thought the Bob Backlund personality. As for the guy, what's his name? The Sultan?
The Sultan.
Yeah, it seems like a bad character. I don't know. I don't know if this goes on any further or whatever the hell. But okay.
This was common in the mid-90s, so I don't know. There was a lot of characters like that.
A lot of stuff like this going on in WWF at this time.
All right, well, I'm going to move on, though. I'm going to move on to my third storyline of the day. I got 10, so in 1 hour, they squeezed in 10 little storylines. So this one was the whole Brian Pillman thing, and they're expecting to see Bret Hart at Mind Games. So this is what they've been talking about, that Brian Pillman has been saying that he's got Bret Hart coming, that he's going to interview him. They're friends from the Hart Dungeon. And Owen also says, they put everything behind them. And here's a picture of it. Hold on one second. Got the TV. There's Brian Pillman and Owen Hart, and I'm going to play a little clip. I'm going to go watch along mode. We're going to do Stone Cold. So Stone Cold jumps into this, Robert, because he's waiting to speak to Bret Hart. So maybe Vlad can explain this a little further, but Stone Cold's been wanting to face Bret Hart, it seems, for a while. He's trying to get in, and talk some business with him. But let's hear Stone Cold interject on this one right here.
Who really cares? Because I'm going to be there, Bret, and I'm going to get my answers firsthand, son, because the bottom line is Stone Cold is the best there is.
That's it.
Okay.
That was it. So if anyone wanted to know what Stone Cold sounded like. But anyway, so Stone Cold had been bringing up kind of often, from what I hear from commentary, like I've heard JR mention this, that before Stone Cold has been saying he wants a match with Bret because Bret says he's the best there is, best there was. So if you've got ambition and you want to climb the rankings, you should want to match with the best there is and the best there was, right, Vlad? So.
Well, that's true. That's true. I agree with that part of it.
Well, interesting thing that happens later is that we get actually a clip from Bret. So Bret's on tour in, where are they? South Africa.
South Africa.
WWF is on tour with South Africa. And they get a video from him, and he says that he doesn't know what Brian Pillman's talking about, that he's not going to get, submit to an interview or appear like anything that they've been saying at the pay-per-view on Sunday. So the pay-per-view is on Sunday, and Bret Hart refutes that he's going to show up. Well, that's all I got on this one. So you got any comments on this so far, Vlad? Let's see what your ratings was on this. Thumbs up from you. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
you like this? I mean, I don't know. On this day, I didn't think like that little Stone Cold promo, and them in the back excited that Bret's going to be here, and then Bret sending in a video that I'm not going to be there. I didn't think it was that great a storyline on this day, but okay. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't the best, but I also think, given what I know happens with all of this stuff, maybe that's where my judgment is. How I decided to give it a thumbs up, because I know it's leads to good things.
I see. Okay, so I was kind of trying to grade it in a bubble, and
Sure.
you're seeing like, this has a payoff, so that's why your rating kind of has to do with that.
Well,
Okay.
Plus, I also think at this time, I could be wrong timeline-wise. Maybe it's not the case at this point, but I believe Bret was actually deciding if he was going to stay with the WWF at this time or not, or actually go to WCW even here in '96. So I don't know, but maybe this is already passed or not passed. I can't remember now. Maybe he's already agreed. I don't remember the timeline as far as that goes. But given that he appeared on their TV, even if it was a taped thing from South Africa, you would think that maybe he had already agreed to come back. So anyways, we'll leave it at that.
Another interesting thing was, because we do know that Stone Cold and Bret end up fighting at the next WrestleMania.
Right.
So this is like a little bit of that part of that storyline. Like if I was making a compilation DVD of everything that led up to Bret and Stone Cold fighting, I guess this is something that could be in there, because Stone Cold stuck his neck into the camera shot, and he's like, hey, all right, so you guys are saying Bret's coming back? Well, I'm going to be there to talk to him, because I got some business with this guy.